How do you manage your inventory in a commercial property? That's what we're discussing. Hi, I'm Tim Diesel. I'm a commercial real estate consultant. This channel is designed to give you tips and strategies in your business to help you grow and maximize your profits. If you're a broker, this will definitely help your clients as well. All right, so we're going to get right into it. Today, I want to discuss how do you manage your units of inventory. My clients and investors always look at the broad strokes, and I feel like they miss a lot of the detail, and that's what I want to cover with you. So if you have a 50-unit apartment building, I'm going to give you two examples. I'm going to give you square footage, and I'm going to give you units as in you have storage units, apartments, hotels, whatever. If you have 50 units, in 1 year, that's 600 units of inventory, right? So if you are factoring a unit and you're thinking, well, I can probably rent these units up. It'll probably take me a month to get them cleaned up, rent ready, whatever, get them back on the market. If you've got 2 to 3 months of downtime, that's not very good. In the average market, in some of the higher end markets, you're about 95% your occupancy levels. So you probably have about 5% vacancy, I would say is about accurate. That's usually what the banks take. Here in Florida, they usually take about 3 to 5%, depending on where the property is located. So we're going to take 5% just for easy math. Now, if you are not consistent and really on it and really pay attention to your leases, so let's suppose everybody's lease is over in December. Now you have a whole lot of downtime. You're not renting it back up until, I don't know, March. You've lost 2 or 3 months. If you lose a lot of your inventory, that could be a problem. So on a 50-unit building, if you take about 5% vacancy, you have about 30 units that are not able to be rented, or your dead units. Every year on a 50-unit building, you're going to have about 30 units throughout the whole year, that's on your 600 units of inventory, that are just not going to be there. And let's just suppose they're $1,000 a month. So it's costing you about $30,000 in inventory. So you want to be careful and try to button those up a little bit. And what I have done and what I have seen very effective, maybe instead of a 12-month lease, if you know there's going to be 10 leases expiring in this 1 month, stretch them out or pull them back. Maybe do a 10-month or do a 14. Don't have them all end in 1 month. That's not very good, because now your maintenance crew is going to get in there and they're going to have to do a lot more work quicker. You got to rent out those units. Your leasing manager, or maybe if it's you, is going to have a tougher time. You really don't want too much downtime at any given moment. You want to be able to sporadically get those up, right? Now, I'm going to give you an example on a, let's say, a retail building, office building, warehouse, whatever. Let's suppose you have 10,000 square feet. And that's not a large building. That's a small, modest example. So if you have 10,000 square feet, in 1 year you have 120,000 units, square foot that's available to rent. So if you look at that and you say, all right, how much of this can I have rented and how much of this is not going to be rented? So let's just suppose you're at 2,500 square feet, so 25%. And usually that's what I've seen in units at that size, because they don't like to hire a professional. They don't like to hire a professional on anything, right? And they want to do all the work themselves. They usually don't do a good job of marketing. And these are the facts. It costs them on 2,500 square feet. Let's just suppose you're getting $12 a foot. You're going to be at the same thing. It's almost the same formula, because it takes you anywhere from 9 to 12 months to rent it out. So they're losing the same $30,000. And a lot of times, if the business owner works out of the unit, I've noticed they don't really want to curtail that window of trying to get someone to lease their space. So when you're looking at any property, it doesn't matter how big, how many units, whatever it is, factor in your downtime. When you're looking at the leases, if everybody is due in a certain time, if maybe you have a retail lease, so you have 7 tenants in a retail building and some of them are going to be due pretty much the same year. Try to get in there, negotiate, figure out what's going on. You really want to track your time that's not being affected properly. And you want to get your managers in there. You want to get in there, maybe do more negotiations. What I have done that's worked for me, a lot of times I've had tenants, maybe in an apartment building, they'll want to leave, they'll give you a 60-day notice. Well, maybe they'll change their mind, right? 30 days are left and they'll say, you know what, I really want to stay. Well, that's not so great for you as the owner because you've gone ahead and done your work and try to get them filled so there's not a whole lot of downtime. So really try to have more communication with them. And you want to be able to say, okay, are you leaving? Are you staying? Try to find out before. So don't wait until month number 10 or 11. Try to get in there month number 8 or 9 and say, hey, how are things going? What do you like? What don't you like? Try to get a feedback. Try to get a survey of how everything's going. Same thing. Retail, office, the same thing. What's business like? How are you guys doing here? That's very, very important. And I've seen a lot of people lose a lot of money on those downtimes. Vacancies, that's really where it is. I hope that helps. All right, my question for you is, how have you seen downtime affect your business? Those vacant units, have they affected your business at all? All right, that's all I got for you. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, especially if you found it helpful. Comment, write me questions if you want me to answer them or help you out in any way. And I appreciate you guys watching.